When you stop caring too much, life falls into place. Buddhist wisdom. If there is one thing silently draining the energy of modern human beings, it is not work, not the lack of time, nor even the major upheavals of life. What exhausts us the most is caring too much about everything. We care about what other people think. We care about things that have not yet happened. We care about whether everything is going according to plan. We care about whether we are good enough, right enough, worthy enough of recognition. And while we call all of this responsibility, love, or maturity, Buddhism sees a very different truth. Most human suffering does not come from life itself, but from attachment disguised as care. Caring less does not mean indifference, coldness, or abandonment. It means loosening our grip on attachment, allowing the mind to return to its natural state, awake, open, and free. 1. Why do you react to everything? Have you ever wondered why a delayed reply to a single message can make you restless? Why a careless glance can suddenly collapse your mood? Why, in the same situation, some people remain calm while you are dragged into hours of overthinking? Buddhism answers this very clearly. You do not react because of circumstances, you react because there is attachment inside. Reaction is not awareness. Reaction is a subtle form of demand. It says, life must operate the way I expect it to. When life does not follow this invisible contract, the mind suffers. A person who does not react strongly is not indifferent. They do not react because there is nothing inside being tightly held. Like a bell that has been struck too many times, the mind becomes accustomed to vibrating even when no one touches it anymore. And you think you are reacting to the world, but in truth you are reacting to the need for control, for validation, and for guaranteed safety. 2. Caring too much, when love becomes a burden. Most people care too much because they believe it. If they do not care, everything will fall apart. We are taught that love means worry. That responsibility means tension. That if we loosen our grip, we become weak. But there is an important moment very few people recognize. When does care stop being warm and begin to feel heavy? That is when care turns into demand. Demanding outcomes. Demanding certainty. Demanding that things must last. From that point on, love is no longer presence, it becomes surveillance. You are no longer living, you are standing guard. Like holding water in your hands, the tighter you squeeze, the faster it spills out. You are not tired because you love, but because you are trying to hold life still. 3. The invisible traps that drain your energy. One of the most subtle traps of the mind is the search for acceptance. It disguises itself skillfully. It wears the mask of kindness, of being easy to get along with, of the desire for harmony. But gradually, you begin to adjust your tone of voice. You swallow parts of the truth. You say yes while your body is saying no. And you do not realize that. Each time you do this, you abandon yourself a little. People-pleasing is not love. It is self-abandonment in exchange for the feeling of being accepted. Like a candle that lights every room while no one notices the wax quietly dripping away. This exhaustion is not physical, it is the fatigue of the soul. 4. Non-attachment in Buddhism, not abandoning life. Many people fear letting go because they think letting go means losing. But Buddhism says the opposite. Letting go allows life to breathe. Non-attachment is not coldness. It is presence without possession. Loving without gripping. Living without tying peace to outcomes. When you say this is mine, anxiety begins. When you say this must last, fear is born. Like a bird resting on a branch, it is not at peace because it clings tightly, but because it knows it can fly. 5. Why does letting go restore strength? Have you ever noticed that the calmest people often have the greatest influence? They do not speak much. They do not push. They do not chase. Yet everything seems to arrange itself around them. Buddhism calls this the power of stillness. Desperation pushes life away. Calmness draws it closer. When you no longer need a result, your actions become clear. No energy leaks through fear. No hidden motives remain. True power does not shout. It settles. 6. The psychology of overinvesting. Letting go is not hard because you are weak. It is hard because your body has once known insecurity. The nervous system learned that control equals survival. And even when the present is safe, it still braces as if the war has not ended. You overthink. You overwork. You overcare. Not because of passion, but because of fear of loss. Buddhism does not tell you to force yourself to let go. It invites you to remain with presence so the body can relearn. Right now, I am safe. 7. When you stop forcing, life responds. Many people only realize this in hindsight. Things often improve after they stop trying to control. Not because they give up, but because they stop resisting the flow. What is chased will run. What is allowed will stay. You have pushed against a wall that was never a door. Exhausted yourself. Until you step back and see the door beside it. 8. Letting go without coldness, loving without fear. Letting go of attachment does not remove love. It only removes the fear wrapped around love. True love needs no guarantees. No proof. No surveillance. It is like sunlight warming everything, owning nothing. When love is no longer afraid of loss, it becomes enduring. 9. The moment you reclaim yourself. One day you stop asking, "Am I allowed to be like this?" and replace it with, "Is this true for me?" That is the day energy returns to the center. No more fragmentation. No more waiting to be chosen. Self-respect replaces the search for approval. And from there, clarity emerges. 10. Happiness does not need negotiation. Suffering arises when you place conditions on peace. When this happens, then I will be at ease. But Buddhism says, peace is not a reward, it is the foundation. When you stop bargaining with life, the mind settles. And happiness naturally rises, like mud sinking to the bottom of clear water. 11. The quiet transformation. Liberation does not arrive with fireworks. It comes with fewer reactions. Less need to explain. Less need to prove. You do not become special. You become light. And that is the true sign. Conclusion: when there is no attachment left, nothing can disturb the mind. Caring less does not mean leaving life behind. It means returning to live with life without fear. When you stop gripping, the mind relaxes, wisdom brightens, and life finally has space to support you. When you cling to nothing, nothing can shake your mind.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to watch more interesting videos.